Welcome to Csgo Silver School, where we teach you how to get out of silver on your own merit. You see, there are two ways of getting out of silver. Option 1, have higher skilled friends carry you out. Option 2, do it yourself. While option 1 is easier, you will be out of silver, but you will still suck at the game. Option 2 will require more effort, but you will find it easier to handle yourself in your new Nova skill group. I, the Brainiac, will teach you the skills to get out of silver in 2020, having only recently done it myself. Today's video lesson will be a bit different in that it does not require a lot of practice routines to get better at. Rather, today's video will feed your brain with some knowledge that is quite relevant, although people don't always stop to explain it to you. They just kinda expect you to know this through instinct or osmosis. So today's lesson will be one where we improve your game IQ. And to keep this video from getting boring and mundane and to keep you from falling asleep, I've set myself a little challenge: 10 tips in under 10 minutes. So let me start my timer and let's get into it. See what I just did there? That's wrong. I see silvers do this a lot and my advice is only 4 letters. Stop. The only times to ever run around a corner is in the beginning of a round when you are near your spawn where an enemy can't be, or number 2 when you are rushing somewhere. For instance, if the last 2 enemies were seen on B and you are rushing A, or when you do a team rush on an eco round. Strafe around corners, clear the angles and then move forward. That leads me into tip number 2. Overpeeking not only makes you visible from a lot more angles at once, it also gives you more angles to clear, thereby taking up time if you suddenly see 2 opponents at once, which can cause aim indecision, where your brain has to decide about aiming left or aiming right. If you only see 1 enemy at a time, there is no decision to be made, only aim and fire. So don't overpeek, unless you are intentionally doing a wide peek. But as a general rule, learn to stop close to the angle. You have less way back to retreat, making you a target for a smaller amount of time. It's math, it's common sense. An easy way to stop crisply is to use crouch or to counter-strafe. Counter-strafing is when you peek out with the left movement button, press the right one to stop, or if you peek out right, press left. Reloading in the open or stopping your spray for the pattern to reset in the open might make you feel like Rambo, but in Counter-Strike it's a bad idea as this will result in you getting killed. If you run out of ammo in the middle of a firefight, take out your pistol, run and shoot for cover, reload. If you are waiting for a recoil pattern to reset, do the same, move, or better yet, practice your recoil patterns and spray transfers. Running with nades out is a bad idea. The only time to be running with a nade is when you are doing a running throw, and even then keep your gun to the last second, cause you never know when an enemy will jump around a corner. Just wait that extra second, or better yet, have a teammate in front of you to take the deal if it should suddenly be forced upon you. Let's say you are standing here and you kill an enemy. Guess where the next guy is looking when he is coming through that corner? That's right, directly at you. It's not hacks, it is because you did not move away from the angle after the kill and the enemy you just killed told his buddy where to look. As a general rule, always try to move off an angle when you kill an enemy. Also, this tendency to have opponents look at a certain spot can be used to set up a guy for the next kill, or buy you that extra second to aim as he will enter looking at another angle. Stepping on the heels of your teammate is bad, as number 1, he will not be able to do certain maneuvers like backpedaling to cover, and also a lot of time when an enemy shoots at your teammate they will also hit you, even if they have bad aim. So don't serve your enemy double kills on a platter, rather just like on the road, keep a safe following distance, but not too safe, about 2 meters, because you still want to be able to trade a kill should an enemy kill him. Also, running too far behind your teammate is bad practice as you will lose out on many kill opportunities, because by the time you pop out the enemy will have retreated to cover, moved position or be ready for you with a spray pattern that has reset. Close peeks are dangerous because of the way your camera works in CSGO. Because the camera is in the middle of your avatar's head, when you peek out close, your shoulders will show even though you can't see the enemy, he or she can see you. so it's always better to peek a corner from farther away as it minimizes this effect, and also if the enemy is closer to the angle than you will be able to abuse this effect and see him before he sees you. If you know there is someone on the site or in a specific part of the map and you think he might be aiming at you, maybe an AWPer for instance, don't run out and hope that you will be able to spot him, acquire aim on the target and shoot him before he can shoot you, because you are most likely running into his crosshair. Rather use a Jiggle Peek. Jiggle jiggle jiggle, as this will draw out a shot from him, giving away his location. Also, you may be able to spot him and adjust aim, decreasing your time to kill, and if it is an AWPer, it will give you a chance while he's reloading to enter or cross. Sometimes your teammates want to sneak. Don't run with them, walk. When you run, you make a lot of noise, giving away the team's position, as can be seen and heard here. This is bad style and results in making enemies instead of friends. Also note that while holding the walk or crouch button you can jump up onto obstacles without making noise, but jumping off will always result in noise. Did you notice the tips and the numbering? Number 1 and number 10 are the same tip, but they are not the same. One is a 1 and one is a 1 and a 0. Not only do I see a lot of silvers running around corners like mentioned in tip number 1, but they have a tendency to shoot as soon as they see an enemy. When you move, you shoot inaccurately. It's not bad aim, it's bad movement. So always stop by either pressing crouch or using a counter strafe. This will make your shots much more accurate and result in you staying alive for longer. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you had a big boost in game IQ. Focus on your training and gameplay and you will be out of silver in no time. On your screen is just a list of all 10 tips again, just to refresh your memory. Remember to hit that subscribe button as the lessons will keep on coming. The next video will be all about the much anticipated subject of teamwork with random other noobs when you solo queue in matchmaking. So till next time, class dismissed.